feel. You know how I feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know how I feel. You know how I feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Okay, now you can hear me. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Um, for those of you that were here on last Thursday's worst class ever, Tara says, hey, back. There she is. It wasn't really the worst class ever. It was basically just that it was a technical nightmare from the beginning. Do you guys ever have that feeling like where it says, you should update your software, or you should update your phone, or you should update this, and there's a part of you that's like, oh, what if this fucks up everything? Well, that's what happened to me last week. So I think I have it all fixed, but I'm still adjusting certain settings because it all reset them for some reason. Okay, so one sec. Okay, cool, Louisa. Thank you. Yeah, no, I mean, it turned out to be an okay class. It's just, one of the things that I have to work on all the time in my regular life is not getting flustered when things don't go to plan. But like I have this, or my friends think of me as this, well, my not as close friends think I'm this super laid back guy. Once people get to know me, they know that it's not exactly accurate, but sometimes when things go wrong, it can throw me off. So, Facebook, if you haven't learned this today, but Facebook and Twitter apparently, and definitely Instagram have all crashed. And I guess if you're watching this on Facebook, then it's back up. But it was crashed most of the day, and so I didn't really create a promo for tonight because honestly I wasn't sure if YouTube was going to crash too. So Tara and I have both had kind of tiring days, and so I think I'm in the mood to have like a feel good, just kind of bounce all over the place type hoop class, no specific theme tonight, and we'll be playing from my playlist. And so because of that, if any of you have any requests, the way that I used to write all my classes at the end especially was I would just sit down, circle, ask for suggestions, and if no one had any, I would do what I was planning on doing, but if people had them, we would start to weave a class in. And we've done that a couple of times here with the help desk classes, but the last help desk class, not too many people had suggestions, so it sort of bombed. Or it didn't bomb, but it just turned into me doing whatever I was going to do anyway. But if you have a suggestion or something that you would like to see tonight, please do. Okay, cool. So yeah, I just want to I think I'm just going to teach an old school kind of HoopPath class where we just sort of bounce around and talk about different things, and maybe we'll veer off this way or veer off that way, and I'll be reading Tara's energy too, of course, that's what's so valuable about having, someone else in the room with me. Okay, so I think we should just go ahead and start, and we're going to be playing off my iTunes. And when I say that, if you don't know what that means, basically what I'm sort of telling you when I say that I'm going to play off my iTunes is that there won't be like a like go-to link that you can just click on and download that track immediately. You'll have to do some searching, but there's a info box. I'll show you what it. Oh gosh, I just realized maybe it's not going to work. It doesn't matter. I'll have to fix it if it doesn't work. But there will be a little box, if it's not up immediately, that tells you what the song is. Do I need to give Rex an escape path? Or also, the dog's name is Rex, and he does not like sway. He gets a little nervous when it comes to sway. So anyway, okay, let's jam. I did a video to this song a million years ago, and I love this track. Audible breath in. Audible breath in. Open, open, open. I remember once I was listening to a Ram Dass lecture, and I can't quite remember what he was specifically referring to, but I remember he used the words or the expression, whether it was his or someone else's, he said, like the petals falling away from each other, opening. And I've thought about that phrase so many times. I've repeated that phrase in other sways. And tonight, in this moment, I'm feeling that phrase. That the petals, which hold themselves together so tightly at first, finally release and fall away from each other. And it's that falling that is what we call blooming. And I think about that for us as artists. That part of blooming, the whole act of blooming, could be things falling away from each other. Audible breath in. Space in front of you is your day. The space behind you is your night. The body lives at the same time in day and night. So the body can explore both day and night. If I lean forward, I lean forward into day. I lean into day, if I push my arms behind me, they reach out into night. So day and night remain constant, no matter what your orientation is. But knowing that day and night can roll can really open some free movement for you. Energetically push with my night side and push away with my day side. I can be pushed by my night side. Sweet. How's your sway? Is it okay? All right, good. You look pretty tonight, babe. Okay. All right. I had a good one. That was how my sway went. All right. We're going to warm up kind of one of my favorite ways to do it with some off-body repetitive movement. Everyone that's watched this class more than 16 times has definitely done this with me before. But I want you to imagine that you're almost like self-hypnotizing right now. That you're going to create an off-body rhythm. Oops. There we go. An off-body rhythm that hypnotizes you, that creates this kind of just sort of rhythm in and of itself that you can hopefully sort of get lost into, okay? So I'm going to show you how I'm going to start mine. Yours could be started anyway, and what I'm going to do right now, hey Amber, by the way, is I'm just going to create a rolling rhythm. But Tara right now, okay, I want to point out what she's doing. She's still doing what I'm asking, although she wouldn't have to. But she's doing a motion that's repetitive enough that it has its own rhythm to it. And then what we're going to do is hopefully, very casually, if we can, show some discipline, move from one of these type of rhythms to another type of rhythm. So we're not, like, if you're not sure what I'm saying, we're not going to go from move to move to move to move. We're going to go like through the valley of one move, up the mountain of a move, down into the other valley of the move, and just sort of travel through, take our time moving through movements or rhythms or whatever. I think we can talk about that transition, by the way. Those are fun, and those actually work with what I'm about to do. Actually, that's a perfect segue, actually. Now, the reason I love this exercise for this song is because there's enough of a predictable beat and rhythm, right? That you can kind of move, you can choose and move into your next move or hold or count. this so much. Because when you're in a live class, like I can look over and I can see Tara doing the same exercise with a completely different way. And if I'm not stuck on mine or super into mine, I can just switch to hers. And that's the beauty of these live classes. And I can't wait for them to come back. Take this next. But what I want you to try doing is spinning the hoop, go back into the, or actually do a roll with me this time. And I'm doing it on my wrist, but I'm going to move it down to my hand. I don't know if you can see, the quality is good enough, you can see that right now. But I'm going to do it on my hand. And I'm going to feel myself push the hoop away from me, and we'll feel it pull, or I'm going to pull it towards me. Okay, I'll show what I'm talking about. This is me rolling it with the hoop way away from me, and then this is me bringing it in close to me, right? So I'm going to do both of those. I'm going to have it here, I'm going to bring it in close, and then have it out here, and bring it in close. And then I'll try it with both hands, right? Just to kind of, I'm going to keep it in the same current, but I'm going to try it with both hands for right now. Okay. This is where it's going to get a little hard. This time, as I pull it towards me, I'm going to turn into it, or I'm going to step into it and allow it to roll onto my back. It's going to roll onto my back, and then I can pull it off with another hand, or let it, or it can go into vertical. So I'm going to see if this is what I'm trying to do is connect your comment. So I'm here. Now this is what I was doing before. I was here, and I was asking you to bring your hand in, okay? So I'm here. I'm going to bring my hand in and tuck it and drop the hoop off and bring it towards the core. Yeah, T. No, that's fine, though. So Tara did not go into core hooping, but kept it on a samurai. That would still work, because then we can just get from samurai to shoulders, all right? So you do not have to go straight into shoulder hooping, but I'll show you what this looks like. So we're rolling here, and this is me pushing it back and forth. So it's when it's when I'm bringing it towards me. This is a little too loud. I'm gonna be bringing it towards me when I dip in. Boom. All right. Go ahead. Yep, good. Now, so Tara's gotten it, she's never done this before. So she's gotten it on there, now it's rolling once. That's when you can add the other hand. And this is what this would look like if I do this in what we used to call an indirect pass, where the hoop's gonna roll onto my back and then roll off into my hand. Let me show you guys the, so I'm gonna take Tara away just for a second. Well, maybe. Maybe I am. There we go. Alright, I should probably make that look a little bit better. Okay, so I'm here. I'm going to bring, watching the, you can see it in bird's eye and then see it here. I'm going to bring it, roll around, and then push my other hand out, right? So I'm here. I'm going to pull it onto me. I'm here. I'm going to pull it onto me. It's going to roll across my back for like half, from one six to the other six, and then we'll pull it off. Yeah, and then pull it off. There you go. Not bad. Props to Tara for doing this in front of people she's never met when she's never done it before. But this is the move, and I'll show you what this looks like if you do it continuously. Now, to do it continuously, anytime you do a hoop move continuously, you have to put a lot of energy on it, and when it usually starts to go off the rails, it's because you're not putting energy on it, right? But you don't really need to worry about doing it continuously. Just doing it once can be fun. Nice, T. So, since you've got a couple attempts now, let's try some pointers. Push the hoop back. When the hoop is going back onto you, push it on, right? If you're pulling it off in your hand, pull it up, put motion on it. Like the whole move it looks effortless, but there's effort through every part of it. So I'm here, right? Now when I go to put it on me, this hand, the hand that's holding it right now, is actually gonna paddle it onto me just to get some extra push, right? I'm just gonna give it, the folks at home don't see that, but just a little sleight of hit, just a little, but then especially when I'm coming off the hoop, or excuse me, when it's rolling. Nice, T. Yeah. A little extra gas. So then here, and here. This is a super old school move of mine. We're going old, we're going back. So, and you really don't even have to be able to shoulder hoop to do this move, right? Like it's really just running right off your back and into your other hand. Now, as you start to get it, Tara's getting it pretty good right now. What will really start to pull it off will be, just like all of hooping, will be the raising, lowering your legs and moving your whole core, right? Like, so you can actually use your core to kind of create a lot of the back up. Like as I don't think you can tell it in the video, but I'm like springing up with my legs at times, or thinking about that. Just, you see like my whole body is like boom, right? Right? Like this is if I don't move at all. And you see how there's not a lot of momentum on the hoop? This is me, I'm just trying to lock up and just do it just with arms. Aren't really hard to do. If I balance and use my whole core, these are reverses of the second move. Okay, I'll just let you guys play with some of these various things and shut up a little bit. Okay. Tara says it's going on to her neck more than her shoulders, but that's okay. That's not too bad. Yeah, where is the? Okay. Okay, I think we should kind of just keep playing with these sort of things. This is when I wish I could see you guys, because I don't know if I've just lost the whole room or if you're trying it. Tara seems to like it. Okay. Okay, so let's take this same move a little bit. I mean, all right, I hope you guys have this enough that we could go a little bit further, because this is going to help me answer this question. Okay. Yeah, so if I was doing it from my neck, I'm going to turn my mic off. Actually, the neck, it might be easier. Let's, I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to have to take my mic off here.
Then it goes a little something like this. Public enemy number one. Show what you got. Show what you got. Show what you got. Public enemy number one. Show what you got. Show what you got. Public enemy. Show what you got. Public enemy. Show what you got.
Okay, all right. I love this track. I did a video to this one too, actually. Sweet, cool, good. All right, let me show, let's see. I don't think this will backfire, but all right, I'm gonna bring the music back, but I'm gonna bring it kind of quiet. We're gonna like do a little tech here. Okay, for those of you that can shoulder hoop, most of you probably. I want you to bring it up to the shoulders. And then what I want you to do is do a 6 p.m. lift, or if it's going to the left, you lift it with your left hand. If it's going to the right, lift it with your right hand. Just something like this. Boom. Okay? So it's coming around. Mine is going to the left. It's going counterclockwise. I'm going to lift with my left hand, just nice and off here. Okay? Hopefully you got that. Now what we're going to do is what was my first ever hoop move. The first move that I ever did that I had never seen anybody do. And I would do it so much because I was obsessed with it that and maybe somebody else came up with it first. I don't know. It's just the first move that I ever did. And they would call it the Baxter. And I'll show you what it's like. So the movement, you really don't even have to know how to shoulder hoop now that I think about it. But you keep it high, and it's exactly what we were just doing in the vertical, but on the horizontal. I bring it down, it rolls across my back up, right? What's that? I'm passing it to the other arm, but I can keep it on one arm. And this is the same thing you were just doing, but it's in the horizontal. Now I'm turning to make it easy. And I'm also, let me show you this on bird's eye. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I love this track. But I'm actually like turning the hoop with my hands a little bit to give it some extra pop. Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to make that out actually, but I'm doing kind of a combination of the two. Oh, okay. I think I just told you guys wrong, though. Yeah, let me correct something a little bit. I kind of led you in on the wrong door. It's like that, Sweet Ann. It's like that movie in Spinal Tap where they can't find the right door and they try to go on stage. I think I gave you guys the wrong door. I should have said your 6 a.m. arm. I should have said the arm that the hand is going, that the hoop is going away from, right? So if you're going to the left, your AM side is your right side. So if I'm here and I push up with my right, then it's a nice easy lift. Yeah, exactly. And then it's going to swing out this way, pinky to pinky, and then I'm going to put it back on. I think that's how I was doing it. Well, it doesn't have to be pinky to pinky. Let's not worry too much about that. But definitely it is like if you're going to the left, it's the right arm. I spinal tapped you guys. I'm sorry. No. I didn't learn my left and right until I got into hooping, or hoop teaching, actually. So, but here we are. So I'm going to go up. If it's going to the left, right hand. If it's going to the right, left hand. Up. Switch hands down. Switch hands down. You don't have to switch hands. I think that's where I got confused on you guys, but kind of like, it's almost like a vortex. All right, let's bring the music back. Let you guys practice. Yeah, it's like a half vortex. So in HoopPath language, a vortex is a pass, a direct pass, and because you're going from one hand to the other hand. What makes an indirect pass, and this is really kind of too much terminology, but what makes it indirect is that in between the hands, it hits something else. Like when we did when I showed you guys the foot pass move, that's an indirect pass based on the exact same principle. I'll show you that one. So I'm here. I don't know if you guys remember. This was the second hoop trick I could ever do. oh, shit. Well, I used to be able to do it. This would be a vortex, and what makes mine indirect is that I add something for it to roll around, which is, my leg. You are about. I would bet. I would think so too. That you're about to have a head hooping breakthrough. If you're chin hooping, you're there. Yeah, sure. Essentially, you're learning. Hopefully, one of the reasons I think this is such a good foundational move to learn is you're learning how to put pace on the hoop. You're learning how to put pace on the hoop with your hands, and so to do the leg thing, you really have to put some pace on it. So when I send it down, it's going to be my ankle. When I send it down to my ankle, I'm going to send it so that with some extra sauce on it, so I'll have momentum to get around my ankle. And then I'm also going to use, not to overwhelm you, but I'm also going to, keep my leg alive so that it can catch the hoop and push the hoop back up. And you'll see, if I don't put enough push, the hoop will want to die. So I'm here. And I'm in my left, the hoop's on my left hand. It's spinning, to the left. And if I'm going to bring it down while the window's open, that means while the hoop is open. And I'm going to move it to my lower leg, to my waiting ankle here. It's going to roll around that, and then it's going to come up. I do think these two angles are good for, I didn't do it though. Okay. All right, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Maybe with all the different angles, you can kind of help see it. So I'm here. I'm going to lift off. It doesn't matter really what I lift off with. And I'm going to move it down. Oh, gosh. Oh, it's up this one. Yeah, okay. So I'm sending it down just like all lifts. My ankle is, I noticed it was kind of moving over. My left ankle was kind of moving over to the right to help carry the hoop across, right? So it's like I'm dropping it here and it's being carried over. I'll show you what I mean. Gosh. You guys are in my head. This is my oldest trick. Oops, shit. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. I can do it. Here we go. Yeah, so then it's going off of my foot, and then it might hit my thighs a little bit in the back. No, it's not really. I mean, it's hitting my standing leg only collaterally, right? Only by accident. It doesn't really have to. It's hitting mostly it's like this. I'm dropping onto my ankle, and then my ankle, while it's rolling around my ankle, that leg is carrying it until it can get to my hand back here, and I'm grabbing it that way. Let me just do it continuously and... Oh, wait, shucks. This will get us kicked off. No, YouTube, do not suspend me, please. There's loads of stuff we can try, though, but... Did you?
Yeah, it wasn't pretty, but it hit it right.
All right, let's try this again. I'm going to show you guys again. This is why I don't teach tricks, because I'm not that good at this. I can do it with both hands. I remember I tried to work on that. In both directions. And it might be, it actually might be worth trying it in different current. It might be that you're going to, that non-dominant hand's actually better. And then that's what I really got into afterwards, was doing little like reverses off of it. And you just could learn that, I guess, first, and then send it back the other way without it coming up. I'll show you what I mean. Break. And then send it back to the foot. Boom. Break, break, break. Gosh, it's been a while since I've done this. This used to be my jam. It's really about putting as much spin on the hoop as you can with your hands. Hey, Ann, I don't know if I said hello to you yet. I'm just glad Facebook's up, I guess. Was anybody secretly hoping that this was the end of Facebook today? And that it would go out without any glory? It would just be done. Nature would heal itself in one day. Ankle, the front of the ankle. Yeah, so my ankle here, let's see if you can see this in bird's eye. Let me just see. My leg position is kind of like this, right? Where the foot is kind of coming over. I'm not resting anything, but it's not here catching it. I noticed it was catching it here. Now that's because the hoop is coming that way. It's coming around this way, right? So as it rolls onto the ankle has enough room to carry it just enough until this hand can reach down and grab it. Okay? I'll show you. All right. Show it again. Oh. Actually, I'll do the whole one up and down so you can see what I'm talking about. And that's kind of cool if you can do the whole thing, because then it's almost like this giant slinky vortex thing. Actually, doing it as a vortex might be easiest. Get the other one. Anyway, fire your questions away if you have them. Sweet, I'm glad you got something out of that. Oh, this is the techiest class we've had in a while, guys. I hope this is fun. Are you having fun, T? Okay, Tara's having fun. Tara said this is all new to Tara, so she's learning, she's growing techniques there. But this is, just because it's old doesn't mean that it's easy or anything. Yeah, I love that track too, yeah. Lolly. Okay, so there was one more type of transition that we were going to... You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, today, actually, I want to be bossed around. I mean, in a hoop class, not where I live. All right, so let's talk about since this. Hopefully, I think. I know you've told me your real name, but I'm not going to call you by it. Okay, you did get it a few times. Okay, sweet. But, this is all related to transitions of vertical hooping, and I hope that's been made clear. Here we go. Okay, so if I am vertical hooping, any of these things become transitions. And so I'll show you one really quick one. So let me bring some music back. Let's do a little vertical hooping. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I know you guys are probably getting tired by now. But I think I like this track. Okay. So let's. Oops, that's a little loud. Let's try some shoulder hooping and then maybe see if we can get it vertical or however you want to do that. If you cannot shoulder hoop vertically, you can still gain a lot from this by neck hooping, okay? So let's just try to see if we can get into vertical right now. So we're going to try some shoulder hooping. I want you to go ahead and warm up the shoulders here. I won't hit you cold. Because hopefully I want to be able to tie everything that you're doing into what we just did. So hopefully this will work. So just get your warm-up on. If you know how to go both currents, you can go ahead and flip into the other current just to warm it up too and open it up. Pinch break. Wrap break. Stop break. We worked on those the other week. They're hard. Stop break, you just push your hand all the way across the length of your hoop and stop it without gripping it. It's a little hard. Okay, Heidi from Oregon. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I did mean that for you. Yeah, of course. Yeah, sweet. Thanks for the suggestion, by the way. It's awesome. This is how the old local classes used to go, and this has been fun. Okay, so I'm shoulder hooping. One thing, if you're new, you can teach yourself how to break the hoop with your elbows underneath the hoop, right? Underneath the current. Like in HoopPath, the current represents the water level, right? So my elbows are under the water. And then you can practice breaking when your elbows are above the water, or at least emerging from above the water. Maybe they're dipping into it, I guess you could say. But they're over top the surface, right, before they make contact. This is underneath, my elbows underneath the water. This is my elbows. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm doing pinches, but you wouldn't have to do pinches to do them. Like this is me just using hand breaks with my elbows above the water, right? So it doesn't have to be pinch breaks to do it. This would be a one treat. Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, the push break, the stop break, whatever, it's really hard. You have to extend the hand all the way out, like, you know, like super fast. You have to have the right size hoop to be able to do it. But, you know, it's very martial arty. Like, I mean, not that I know anything about martial arts, but it has that sort of like, quah, you know, stop to it. Yeah, Tara says it's timing too. Nice. What Tara's doing is she's kind of doing a variation of it where it's like she's trying not to grab it, but the point that I want to make, that the reason I brought you up is that you can break close to the body and you can break far away from the body, right? Like we've done this before. Like check out the waist right now. This is me breaking really close to the body, right? And this is me breaking really far away from the body. See where my hand is? So what Tara's doing is she's kind of, without realizing it, she's doing like not exactly a stop break, but she's gripping the hoop and starting like a break that is what her hand's way far away. And every change of distance opens up possibilities for things you can do. Oh shucks, we're running out of time. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. So just to bring all this in, okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna show you some of how this would work for graceful transitions, right? So if I'm in vertical hooping, right, which was the original request, what are some graceful transitions for it? Everything that we've been doing can offer a transition from vertical hooping. I'll show you what I mean. Like, I can break the hoop and then just grip it, like samurai it, and pull off that way, right? So I'm here, I'm in my vertical, right? And when I'm breaking, right? I can just grip instead, put a samurai on it, just grip it. And then some cool isolation, especially like if the DJ takes the bass beat that you've been doing. If they take that away, you can just go ahead and move into samurai. Nice, T. I can move into a roll, right? Or I can do it like we were doing before. So that, you know, the DJ's just going, and he stops the beat. And there's that roll thing that we were doing before where I'm doing this thing. Or maybe he doesn't, or they don't stop the beat, but they just change it drastically. So I can go from like, I'm here, they're just giving me the beat, and then they stop it, and I can come out. And then I guess I should say this. If I want to get out like super smooth from a vertical current, that I do the opposite of what we were doing before. Remember, like we're bringing the hand towards me to like get in it. I push the hand away from me to get out of it, right? So let's say I'm here, and then the DJ slows it up, push. You see that push I just did? And now the hoop is way out there, right? And it's completely off my shoulders. I can do whatever I want to with it. So it's here. All I'm doing is just pushing my arm. I know it's late. I'm gonna go ahead and move us into the free hoop. We're a little late on that, but thank you for joining me. If couldn't stay the whole time, I get it. But we'll move into the free hoop now. Nice. Okay, cool. Heidi, are you the Heidi that wrote me about the spider? Is I gonna write you back? You're welcome, Carla. Thank you. Thank you, Dorothy. I appreciate it. That was awesome. That was a badass story. I'll write you back about that. But that was I love it. I love hearing stories like that. Thank you, Amber. Thank you. I'm glad you dig it. No, it's not a weird story. It's an awesome story. Yeah, okay. All right. Thanks, guys, for going with me on this tech night. Let's do, I'm going to change the pace a little bit, but we're going to do one more song, and then maybe a stretchy type song, and then call it a night. You're welcome, Rita. Thank you. This is the free hoop. We just play music.
I want to go. I'll carry you so very slow tonight. If there's something I can do, just let me know. I wanna make it right.
Load you back on your back is heavier.
Thank you, Jennifer.
You have no choice but to stand still, grounded with no will to move on.
And I know there's still so much to do, and everyone needs somebody to be strong. So please don't panic if your feet can't manage. When the ground's unsteady, I will carry you. Though it's a dangerous passage, and I've got my own baggage. I built this carriage so I can carry you. Step aside, I wanna know what kind of war is playing on your mind.
Anything that I can do, I'll stop the noise so we can sleep tonight.
The ground is bare, they turn their backs. You stand alone, expecting the attack.
You hold your breath, wait for the kill. Open your eyes, your heart is beating still.
Yeah, I know there's still so much to do, and everyone needs somebody to be strong. So please don't panic if your feet can't manage. When the ground's unsteady, I will carry you. Though it's a dangerous passage, and I've got my own baggage. I built this carriage so I can carry you. So please don't panic.
Don't
If your feet can't manage, when the ground's unsteady, I will carry you. Though it's a dangerous passage, and I've got my own baggage.
I just got mine.
Built this carriage so I can carry
Ye fleeting charms of earth, farewell, your springs of joy are dry. My soul
Sweet, Shelley. Thank you for commenting. Have a great night, you guys. Thank you so much.
Brighter world on high. I'm a long time traveling here below. I'm a long time traveling away from home. I'm a long time traveling here below to lay this body down.
Thank you, man.
traveling here below to lay this body down. I'm a long time traveling here below. I'm a long time traveling away from home. I'm a long time traveling here below to